Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and I'm back today to start working on the Fall is in the Air journal made out of my shopping bag that I showed you on my introductory video. And I had to cut it down quite a bit to use my papers and all with it, but I'm using the Rach and Bella Crafts and Journals in Time Fall Friends journal kits. It's a collaboration between those two designers. And I'm also using some labels from Digital Hobby Helper, Inspirational Junk Journal Labels, and some Freebie labels from Journals in Time. First I'll show you kind of the layout for this journal made from the paper bag, and then we're gonna I'll show you some tags and journal cards that I've made by using these beautiful fall napkins. So first thing I need to show you, I guess, is this shopping bag that I cut down. I use where it folded up will be pockets. They're not very deep pockets, but they'll be fine. And I cut the bag down. I wanted to cut off the handles and then cut the side into a size that would fit with my papers. So I ended up with 5 3/4 by 8 4/4. 8 1/4. It can be any size. But this is what I decided on. And so when you fold it in half, and then when you open it up, you have these two pockets that will be in there, and then we'll insert our signature inside here. I decided on the cover to make a top pocket. So I glued down these sides and this opening here that was created when I cut it off. So I glued down the sides, and then I glued down the edge to make this pocket. I used my round circle punch to make this notch in the top. And I'm thinking I may put a writing board down in there. That would be a good place for it. So we'll see what I do there, but it will go in the top pocket. In the back, I sealed that top closed and the side down to here, and I left this pocket open for a side pocket in the back. So once you get your bag folded, you'll see where I had to glue. But this will make a side pocket on the back cover and a top pocket on the front cover. And what I decided to do is use this image here for the front cover. And the reason I chose this was because I showed you I had this beautiful pen. And what I plan to do is wrap a lace and muslin wrap around for a closure and have this pen on the cover. I haven't designed the cover yet, but this is how this looks. And the inside, these are the papers I chose to go on the inside. And I'll just flip through them for you. I printed on the back side a more muted pattern for writing or decorating. This is the second page, and the third, and the fourth. And then this will be our center, and this is the back side of those 4 pages. All I did was print those out on 2 sides and then trim the edges. I'll probably round the corners, and then I will ink and we'll decorate in another video. But these will all just fit right inside here, and this will be fastened down on the front and open up to our journal. So that's my initial plans for the journal made out of the craft paper shopping bag. And I'm excited to figure out what I'm going to do and share it with you. So I'll be back at another video to show that to you. The next thing I wanted to show you is the tags and pockets that I made from the napkins. And this was my very first time to decoupage probably anything. But what I did was I looked through my cardstock, and I found a 12 by 12 sheet that was had something printed on the front that I didn't care about, but it had these lines on the back, so I thought that would be good for our tags and journal cards. So what I did was put that down, and then I took my Mod Podge and a large soft brush or a sponge brush, and I did 2 parts Mod Podge, 1 part water. And I covered that 12 by 12. I covered that 12 by 12 cardstock with the Mod Podge and the water. Then I took the very top layer of my napkin and laid it on there, and then I smoothed it out some with my fingers. But then I took the Mod Podge again, the same solution, and working from the center out, I spread it all out on that paper and let it dry. Then after it was dry, I cut it into different shapes of tags and journal cards. And I have a link to, I think it's called Treasured Books. I watched her video this morning, and she has a really good way of doing these. She uses a glue rather than this Mod Podge, but she has a really good explanation of how to do the decoupage, and rather than me talk about it and show you something that you can go look on another page would be a waste of our time, because she does a really good job. So I'll put a link in the description box below this video. You just click on that little arrow at the bottom right just under the video, and it'll take you to the description page with the link to her video. But this is what I've done, and I'm going to decorate some of them today for us. So this one I punched a hole in the top. I cut the top corners off, punched a hole in the top, and tied on this silk. And then with my bulb pin, I just put on a piece of lace and a butterfly charm, and that is just going to fasten right on the front here to keep this very simple. So there's our first tag that we'll use somewhere inside this journal, one of the journals, to slide down in one of the pockets, or in this, maybe even in this side pocket sticking out the side. So I made a bunch of these, and I probably won't use them all in these journals, but they're beautiful fall colors, and they coordinate with the colors in this kit. Now, she'll tell you whenever she does her decoupage that she gets some wrinkles, and that does not bother her. And I can see, not on these, but on some others, that you might want to rub some gold on there and catch the raised wrinkles, or even some ink, blend some ink on there that would be darker where those ridges are, would be really neat. But I hope you can see those wrinkles. They look very neat. So when I cut these out, I went ahead and inked the edges, and then I've been busy kind of pulling some stuff together to show you how I decorated some of them. There's the first one. Now this one, I poked a hole in the top and I used some coffee dyed gauze in the top and just tied it in a knot. And then I'm going to use my kind of burlappy ribbon that I showed you and glue it right across here. So I'll do that right quick. And this ribbon like this, I ordered it off of Amazon, but I'm sure you can find it in stores like Joann's or Hobby Lobby. I did order mine off of Amazon, and it came in a box with several different designs. This is the first time I've used it, but I thought it went well with our fall theme. And these are some of my words that I said I was going to use. Inspirational Junk Journal Labels from Digital Hobby Helper. And I'm just going to glue it right on top of that. Put my glue on sort of heavy so it can go through these little ridges here. And then this is a butterfly from our kit, our Fall Friends kit, one of them. And I'm going to put it on here also. You can use any kind of decoration that you want to. This is just what I chose to put on these tags for our journals and to have something to show you on video today. I have so many things going on in my life, I'm having trouble getting to the journaling, and I don't want there to be a lull in my work and my videos. I want to keep your interest up, and so we can continue to share with each other. So there's the second one, and I need to just trim off a little bit here. Okay, my third one, I've kind of already put it together, but this is how it started out. And I used some of the recycled silk and tied it in the top. And, excuse me, and then I took one of my bulb clips and I threaded on some cheesecloth, one of our little tags, and a little piece of ribbon and a key. This also has the lines on the back, which is great for journaling. Hedgehog, I think is what that is. Isn't that cute? Okay. This one here is just a small tag. And I was going to use this lace at the top and just glue it on the front and back to make a pull for the tag. And then I just have this bulb clip and a key that I'm just gonna fasten onto here. I need to let my glue dry a little longer, but I'll press it back down. I may come back and put a little button or something on there. It needs something else. I don't have anything else out here right now, but you can always add in other items like a little flower or button or something to decorate that up. This is the large tag, and I didn't put a hole in the top because I wanted to do something a little different on it. I'm going to put down some cheesecloth. And then put this piece of lace across the cheesecloth like that. And then this is another one of the words, may you live all the days of your life. I know after all that's gone on with COVID and the loss of my husband and all the time spent trying to take care of him and everything, I'm ready to try to get back out and live again. These are just two little pieces that I have from some card kits that I had, and I'm going to tuck these in here. I had a kit for some fall cards, and you never use all the little pieces and parts, so I thought I would go see what I had, and these kind of look nice with this. I have a little flower. Again, this is something where I could add a button in the center of that flower, which might be kind of cute, so I may come back and do that. You'll see these again as I put these journals together. Okay. Now these are journal cards, and I'm going to go ahead and decorate them, and I may use them as pockets in the journal, or as journal cards to be clipped on or put down in a pocket. So what I plan to do here is use some of my words and this burlap lace and a butterfly from our kit. So I'm going to glue these words down first. It says, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. I think it's always good in a journal to always have some inspirational words scattered throughout. It just gives a person a good feeling when they go through there, and maybe an idea on things that they could write in the journal. And I'm going to put this down right at the bottom. I'll try putting the glue right on the edge of this burlap. It sometimes takes a while for something like this to adhere firmly. You have to just kind of keep pressing it down. Plus I get glue on my fingers and then I end up gluing it to my hand. Okay, that's stuck pretty good. And then this is a butterfly from our kit. I'm just going to put the glue there in the center so it can, its little wings can come up some. And like I said, these journal cards can be clipped on the page or made into pockets instead of journal card. You could even use a brad in the top to fasten it on the corner of a page. And this is my last one. And this is some vintage lace off of an old napkin that I'm going to glue at the top here. And I'm with the girl at Treasured Books. I love the wrinkles in the napkins, so don't obsess over the wrinkles. You do have to try to get all the bubbles out so it won't peel off your page, but the wrinkles kind of give a vintage look to it, and of course that's what we're doing with our journals, is we want them to have more of a vintage nature, or at least I do. Okay, this says, only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. My daddy always told me if there wasn't any risk in the things that you decide to do, it's probably not worth doing. And then I just tied a bow out of our pretty silk. I think I'll turn that over. And rather than tie it on, I just decided to glue it up here in the corner. And we could put some danglies on here if we want to. I may do that later. But this gives a good start on decorating our tags and journal cards for our journal. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I will put a link, like I said, to the decoupage instructions in case you don't know how to do that. But there's fall napkins everywhere right now, so if you take a look around, you might find something to go with your kit, or you might want to make some for gifts. But this is what we did today. That definitely needs a button. There's our little hedgehog, our butterfly. This one I put a butterfly on too, I didn't mention. And then this is how our book is going to come together. We'll do this on the cover, and it'll be fastened with a closure that has this sunflower on there, and I envision heavy lace or something to tie the whole thing together. As I go along and get some pages done, I will come back with instructions on how I did them. So until next time, I'll see you soon.